Okay, guys, I am early, so if you're watching the recording of this, fast forward because I have to get some things done before I go live, and I am actually 3 minutes early to make sure I have everything set up. So, as soon as I see that I have some viewers, I'm going to be asking some questions, and then we will get started here in a minute. Cecilia, I see that you're live on Wendy's page, and I see somebody, I think it's Sarah, is live on my team page. So here's what I need first, guys, before I get started. I'm on two pages because I'm doing a training for friends, and I am on my team page on my phone. I could not figure out how to do both on my computer. I hear there's a way, but I don't know. So first, Wendy, OC Sense people, tell me if you can hear me okay, because for you guys, I'm using a microphone. My team, tell me that you can hear me okay on my phone. And as long as everybody says that things are good, I will go ahead and get started. So, yes, you can hear. Okay, cool. Now, the second thing is, hopefully my Wi-Fi works okay. So, I hope everything goes okay. Hello, everyone. I am Andy Teeter. I am a superstar director. For those of you guys that are on my team, hey guys, what's up? Most of you guys know me. For those of you on OC Sense, some of you know me. Some of you actually met me last week at our retreat, and some of you I have yet to meet, and hopefully at reunion I will meet you. Be there or be square. So dorky. I am so excited, guys. I haven't been this excited. So I'm always excited for my business. I always find a way to be excited, but I haven't been this excited since I think I first joined. And what better way to get my excitement out than to share with you this training? So I have always loved sponsoring. I've always loved recruiting. It's been bittersweet sometimes because sometimes I get burnt out and I'm just not in that headspace. And then before I know it, I'm right back in, and I've always in my heart loved it. Today, what I want to talk to you guys about is hitting refresh and showing yourself how good this business can be. So we're going to talk about some nuts and bolts. We're going to talk about some things in the end of what you really need to be able to do all this. And I have so much to share with you guys. I don't even know where to start, so I'm just going to go. Okay, so first things first. We were at Summit. If you're a superstar director, you go to what's called Summit, and it is a super cool retreat that Home Office puts on for us. You can go to Director Boot Camp. You can go to Summit Approach if you're a star director, and then superstar director, you get to go to Summit. Guys, it was so good for my heart, and there's a couple of things that I heard when I was at Summit that I also heard at Leadership that I want to kind of talk to you about first. So we know, because numbers were right in front of me, and I saw this, so I can share it to you guys because it's not NDA. We know that per sale, we're up $20 per sale than we were before COVID. Okay? So how exciting is that to know first that before COVID, we were doing really well. Now things are awesome. $20 more people are spending. Now, you might think, how does that happen, right? Like, how does that happen? We thought in our own heads that because the economy is doing what it's doing, we thought that people were going to stop spending. You see, my friends, people don't stop spending on things that their whole family can enjoy. Fragrance, chocolate, and alcohol are the three things that people still splurge on during any kind of financial crisis. Guess what we are? We're fragrance. Also, we're fragrance that the whole family can enjoy. So maybe someone will stop getting their nails done. Maybe they will get regular milk opposed to organic milk, but no one creates the product like we do, so no one can compete with us. And this is what people choose to safely fragrance their homes. So we know sales are good, but that's not what we're here to talk about, guys. We're here to talk about sponsoring. And let me tell y'all, I just want to say, I kind of told you so for some of my team, because just a few months ago I was saying, here we are. So when I joined, we were kind of in a lull a little bit when I joined back in 2012, and sponsoring was amazing. And it was because it was after a financial crisis. And what happens during a financial crisis, and we were in the same spot that we were then, what happens is people put things on credit cards. They go into debt because they still want to live how they were living, right? Kind of weird that last year, a lot of people didn't want to work as well. So what we had was an absorbent, is that even a word? Having a moment, amount of people that had all this debt that now I was wondering when it would happen. So back in January, I was like, it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. Sure enough, guys, last month alone, I got 2 people to join from Scentsy.com. I haven't had that happen. I think I've had 2 people total in all my 10 years. Like, never. Do you know why that's happening? Do you know why I was able to sponsor? I think I sponsored 4 or 5 last month. I don't even know. Isn't that awful? Do you know why? As opposed to my normal 2 or 3? Because it's happening. So here's the thing. It's time to hit refresh. Whatever you did before, if you were sponsoring, awesome. Keep doing it. If you're not, guess what? It's time to hit refresh, because now is the time to grow. At Scentsy Home Office at Summit, they encouraged us to all sponsor 3 people in May, and I'm going to encourage you guys. And you know why I think you're capable of that? Because I'm going to give you the tools to do it. There's a million other tools out there to show you how, and people are wanting to join because they need the extra money, and they already have a job, so they need something on the side, and this is the perfect way for them to do it. We will start a revolution, and you will see how huge this growth will be in the next year. Can you tell I'm excited? So whenever I was at this retreat, I was talking about something that really kind of, I was like, whoa. And I've kind of talked about it before, but then I really sat and thought about it. And it was the 2-year plan. So I remember back when I joined, Jen Audette said, if you sell 2,000 and sponsor 2 to 5 recruits a month, that will put you on the fast track. Now, some of you guys don't want to be on the fast track. You don't want to make that full-time income right away. Some of you, just want to do this for the extra 500-600, and that's okay, right? That's okay. Because whether you're reaching for the stars or not, now, how do I say this? I want you to reach for the stars, even if you think that you don't want to recruit that many, because guess what? When you reach for the stars, you land on the moon, okay? So even if you go out there and you say, I'm going to sponsor 3, and you're working, and you don't, what if you sponsor 1? That's still amazing, guys. It's still amazing. Some of you guys are out there and you're like, I want to sponsor 10 to 15 people, and I'm all here for it. Okay, I'm not here to stop you, okay? The 2-year plan also resonated with me last week, because I thought, wow, it kind of goes hand in hand. Some of us have our associate's degrees, right? Some of you guys have your associate's degrees as a 2-year degree. If you would put in for 2 years the time it puts to get your associate degree in 2 years, I don't know where you're at in this, but say you're a certified or lead consultant. In 2 years, you could be getting paid what you would get paid with a 2-year degree. If you're already ahead of that and you're a director and you put in those 2 years, you might be getting that, $75,000 to $100,000 that you desire just by doing this. So this month I was gone. Well, last month, the last 3 weeks I was gone, right? So I sponsored heavy last month. I was gone the last 3 weeks. I get home and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no one lined up. And I thought to myself, this is the perfect opportunity for training, to train you as I'm going. What am I going to do? Because I have no one lined up. Okay. Well, now I do, because I've been working on it for 2 days. So here are the things that I'm doing to line up my month for success. Number 1, I went the other day and I booked 6 parties this month. I talked to every single hostess and said, hey, we can flip you And you can earn that kit for free. What do you think? Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Those are my favorite famous words. One said yes. So there's one. We're working on her party right now, right? Then yesterday, I messaged everyone who has ordered from me in the last 2 months, and I simply did this. I said, hey, have you ever thought about doing what I do? If you have, give me your zip code, and I can check for you to see how many actively growing Scentsy consultants in your area. What does that mean? I go to Scentsy.com, I put in their zip code, and I see how many paid lead consultants or above are in their area. Guys, no matter where they live, it's going to be a great opportunity for them. Here's why. Every time I put in that, there's never more than 5 people usually, never more than 10 people. Even in big cities where there should be 100 or 200 consultants, there's like 10 actively growing, because lead consultants that are getting paid at lead and above are the actively growing consultants in their area. So that's what I've been doing with that. So far, I've gotten 2 people that said maybe. So that's awesome, right? I am putting myself into positions where I am meeting new people to add to my network. This is huge. Now, I'm doing this 2 ways. Number 1, in person, because we have to get back to in-person stuff. A lot of people, including me, have been hiding behind our screens, and yes, it can work if you do that, but I am telling you, the bonds you create when you meet someone can be a little bit stronger, and they can do better sometimes as a consultant if you're meeting them this way. Where am I checking out? I'm checking out the local chamber. I'm creating dinners with networking events in my area. So I reached out to 6 of my friends that own businesses, and I said, hey, you guys reach out to one person, bring one person each, so that we have 12 people at this dinner, and let's go to happy hour. Okay? That way I'm meeting 6 or 5 new friends, because 5 of my friends are bringing new people. I'm meeting 5 new friends. I'm booking parties. So booking parties is a great way to meet new people. Okay? Finding small mixers, networking events in my area. Guys, if you call around or you ask around to some of your realtor friends or your other business friends, you would be surprised how many networking events are in your area, even in super small towns. Because let me tell y'all, I started in a super small town where I didn't know anybody. I think they had 2 stoplights at the time, maybe 3 stoplights in that town. Guess what? It doesn't matter how small the area. There's always something going on. Facebook groups. So go to my YouTube. I share about it all the time, how I meet people in Facebook groups and bond with people in groups where I have a connection. Events, craft shows, wherever if you want to go to a church craft show or a spring fling or a summer event, or schedule your fall events. Right now is the time to schedule your fall events. When I got to the town that I was in, not only was it a small town and I didn't know anybody, but there were lots of consultants there. So guess what I did? None of the events were open at that time. So I went out and made my own events. And did my own events with my little network of people that own businesses. And we all invited 10 friends, 20 friends, customers to come to that event. But the longer that you sell, people drop out. This business is not like, and I'm going to talk about this in a second, but this business is not unlike any other business. 30% of people will make it. Look up business statistics. 30% of people in brick and mortar businesses make it too, or online businesses. We are no different, right? The people who say, the people who say no to me, that they're like, no, I do not want to do this, which are very rare. I get a lot of not right nows, but for those no's or no, not right nows, I ask them for referrals, and I say, totally get it. I love having you as a customer or a hostess. Would you happen to know anybody though in your area that may be friendly and motivated, that's looking for a way to make extra money? Maybe they won't give you names back, but let me guarantee you they'll be thinking about it. And the next time they're around somebody that's saying, man, I'm having a hard time paying my bills, they're going to remember you and say, hey, I know Andy Teeter, she does Scentsy and she does really well. And she was talking about how she needed somebody in this area. You should get a hold of her. Okay. So that's how we get referrals. Yesterday, I went live on my personal page, and guys, going live is not my forte. I love going live for y'all, and I could sit and talk Scentsy all day with y'all, but going live on my personal page is super big, scary, and I don't do it a lot, but I'm going to start, and I did yesterday. If you want to go check it out, you really don't have to watch it. I can tell you I just described the difference between MLM and direct sales and why I picked Scentsy, and told them that they could join for free. They could earn a kit, and that's basically what I did. Real quick, I don't know if you guys noticed the difference between direct sales and MLM. Here's a couple of things. MLM is when people join and you get paid money when they join. They don't even have to do anything. A lot of MLMs will want people to start up. They will make you have a subscription so that you're paying them every month. Scentsy doesn't have that. Now you can choose to do it through Withbox or whatever, but they make you in a lot of MLM companies. Also, MLM will want you to come on board and pay a ton to start. They will want you to pay thousands as a startup. Those are icky. Direct sales is what we do. We are kind of like a franchise. We're not unlike any other sales organization. For instance, my mother-in-law is a general manager at a bank. If her people do well, she gets a bonus, they get a bonus. That's how our business is set up. Direct sales is set up that way. We have a legitimate product. MLM, a little bit different. And it's hard because we get lumped into that, right? Sucks for us that we have to explain it, but once you explain it to people, now there are going to be a couple of douche canoes that will argue with you, and that's fine. Because at the end of the day, they're not the people that are going to buy from you anyways, and it's so small of a percentage that I don't even worry about it. So we can talk about all of these things that you can do, and I can share with you a million tips. Scentsy shares tips. We have tips and training everywhere on this. But why haven't you done it? You have the tools right in front of you. Because you're lacking confidence, or you're lacking courage, or you're lacking both. You have fear that is deep rooted, and you are lacking the courage, confidence, or whatever. You have that fear to talk to others, to do hard things. Those that do those hard things will be directors, star directors, superstar directors, and they will have success. Those that do those hard things more will have more success. Those people that stop themselves and do it for a month and then don't do it for 3 months, you're going to see those people just keep having issues. Be that person that has, even if you don't have the confidence, fake it till you make it, man. You know, do you think that I always have confidence in everything I do? I may portray that and look like that to you, but let me guarantee you that I'm struggling with panic, anxiety, and all the hard things surrounding me. And I get overwhelmed and burn out just like you. I'm just like you. There's no difference, but I've failed more than you. Guaranteed failed more than you. And I've had to pick myself up a million times, dust myself off, and get back to it. Here's some statistics. I love numbers, so I want to share this with you guys. 2 to 3 out of 10 will say yes to a party that you ask. 1 out of 10 will say maybe to join. 1 out of 30 will say yes to joining. And 30% of those people that say yes to joining will actually do something with this. Now, what does that mean to you? If you've got a team of 10, you will have 3 people really working, like putting in 500 or more. You will have 1 person really working, putting in 1,000 or more. And that is normal statistics. All the other people will have 0, 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0, 0, 50. They won't be sponsoring, and that is normal. That is why it is so important to be intentional and do daily actions to grow and to sponsor. Because if you're not doing that consistently every month, that 10 people will be your same 10 people, or maybe not, because they'll probably fall off in 3 months. Now, we all hear the people that got you to this promotion will not be the same as got you to this. So what's going to happen if you've got, let's say you've got 30 people and you've added maybe one to 2 new teammates in the last 3 months? And your team hasn't either. So now you have 32 people 2 of them are new. So hopefully you're hoping, because we said how many? 30%. I mean, so you're hoping that one of those, but both of those might not work out. And then you're working with that old team that's sitting there still doing the same thing, that 30% of those people, right? Those people are going to give up no matter what you do. Those people are not going to work their business like you, no matter what you do. You cannot motivate someone. You can inspire them. You can show them what their paycheck is going to be. You can train them. You can do all these things and inspire them to be the better them. But at the end of the day, some are going to take hold, 30%, and some aren't. That is why you have to go out and sponsor new people. Now imagine this. And I don't have my numbers in front of me, but I'm going to make this up in my head. And if I'm off, I'm off. But you guys will get the picture. Before I end, I want to end with this. Imagine this. Imagine, and I'm going to keep tabs so I don't, okay. So imagine this. Imagine today that you decide you're going to hit refresh and you're going to stop saying that you're going to do things and never do them, right? You're going to stop not having courage and you're going to go out there and be brave. You're going to stop making excuses, because we can't have success and excuses, right? We can't have both. This is tough love. Don't hate me. I'm just letting you know you cannot have both. So we're going to stop all this, right? And we're going to go out and we're going to intentionally work our business, let's say for the next 60 days. Now, let's say that one, okay, I don't want to get this wrong. Let's say you sponsor 3 people this month. Or let's say you sponsor 2. Let's make it an easy 2. Okay. Some of you are going to sponsor 5 and 10, and that's awesome. I want you to do that too. But let's say you sponsor 2. Out of those 2 people, let's say you have a team of 10 already. So then you sponsor 2 and one other of your teammates, let's say 2 other of your teammates, because we said 30% are working, right? They've sponsored 2 as well. So right there at the end of this month, without any of the new people saying that they sponsored, you went from a team of 10 to a team of 16. You doubled your odds at having successful people, right? Okay, so you go 16. Now say 1 out of 6 of those people, the new people that you sponsored, say 1 out of them next month sponsors 2 more, and say you sponsor 2 and your other teammates sponsor 2 more. Okay, so that's 8. That's 8 new people. Next month, you could go from a team of 16 to a team of 8, which is 24, I believe. 24, okay? So again, you've almost doubled your team again. Not almost doubled, but close to almost doubled, right? So you've almost doubled again in 2 months. Now, look at that and look at your 6-month goal. If you guys would start right now, even if you would do half of that, if you would start now every single month until September, well, let's see, I think October, May, June, July, August, September, October. End of October would be 6 full months, right? By the end of October, if you start now doing what I just said, and you're training just 30% of your people to do the same, you could be getting paid a title as director. You could be moving up to star director. You could be moving up to superstar director. I don't know where you're at right now. If you're a certified consultant, you could be a director in 6 months by doing just this one thing. This one thing. The numbers are on your side. And while you want to recruit in numbers, you also want to recruit quality people. I'm looking for the word, but quality people. Let me just tell you before I go how I find quality people. Number 1, I don't give free kits away. Some people will disagree with me, but it's called earn a kit for a reason. I don't give free kits away because people need to earn their kit. If you're giving away free kits and you are giving away, so if you're giving away free kits, people are going to join for free. And then you're telling them on top of that, well, you're just doing this for the discount and you're not pushing them to certified and you're not pushing them to lead. That's a problem. You're not going to have 3 out of 10 work their business. You'll probably have 0 out of 10. But if you're bringing people on and they are having a party. They are earning that kit the way they're supposed to. You're flipping all those orders to them, having them hit shooting star, and then working with them to hit certified in their first month. Even if they're doing this as a hobby, you should be getting them to certified, shooting star and certified in their first month. Why? Because if they're doing this for a hobby and to get a discount, a hobby you should be putting in at least 2 to 5 hours a week, right? Number two, if they're doing this for the discount, well, certified is where you get the most discount off of your product. So you want them to hit certified, right? If you're out there telling everyone, oh, well, you can just do this for the discount and, that's it, you're going to get people to come in saying, oh, I'm just doing this for the discount and that's it. Do you see what I mean? If you're telling yourself you're a bad recruiter, you're going to be a bad recruiter. If you're telling your hostesses to strive for 200, they're going to strive for 200 instead of 500 or 1,000. If you tell your new teammates that they only have to put in 200 every year, they're going to strive for that, most of them. Okay? We can't do that. We've got to think big right now. It's go big or go home. Shit or get off the pot. That is what we're dealing with right now. If you guys don't sponsor right now, your business is going to be in trouble. And I hate to say that because it sounds so scary, but it's true. If you don't take a hold of the opportunity that we have in the next year to 2 to 3 years and sponsor now, you're going to kick yourself. And you're going to see your friends that did really excel in their Scentsy business, and you're going to be sitting there saying, I wish I would have done that years ago, and I didn't, and I could kick myself. So I have so much more to say, but I'm going to let you guys go because it's kind of like, been almost 30 minutes, and I know you're probably like, stop talking. Find me on YouTube, find me on Instagram. I don't really add people on Facebook anymore because I have to save room for my customers. So find me on Instagram, find me on YouTube. Let me know here if you have any questions in the comments, and I'd be glad to help you guys with any questions. But let's challenge ourselves, guys. So who's going to go out there and who's going to sponsor? Let's hear it for one new person this month. Who's going to talk to one new person a day about the joint opportunity so that they can sponsor one person? Raise your hand. How many are going to go for two this month? Give me a thumbs up, raise your hand, give me a heart, put it in the comments. How many people are going to go for 3? How many people want the fast track and they're going for 3 to 5 or more? Let's do this, man. This is our opportunity. It is here. Scentsy's numbers are showing it's here. I'm telling you it's here because, like I said, I got 2 on Scentsy.com and I've never done that. They're wanting extra money. You just are afraid and you're not asking all of them. So, guys, I love you all. To my team, I love you, and I will see you guys next week on live. To OC Scents, thank you guys for having me here. Thank you for asking me, Wendy. I consider it a huge honor to be able to speak my heart and to be able to share with you guys. So many other people have given to me, and it's now my opportunity to give back to our community. And I love doing what I do so much, and I hope you do too. Think positive and you will have positive, my friends. See you at reunion. Bye, guys.